Hey, I really like you, Ray. What shall we do today? Tell me more, cause I don't know what to say. Yeah, I know to be other decks to play, but only want you, that's true. Cause I really wanna play a Master Duel with you. Hey, YouTube, we are back. This time I have, I guess, a slightly updated deck list for, I guess, this month or whatever you want to say, when the Shizu cards basically came. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of annoying, as you'll see. So, new deck list, of course, first, your boy. So, of course, if you like what you see and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, and sub to support the channel. Completely free. And like I always mention, you got replays to send me. Fill out the form in the description or in the pinned comment or something like that, and if yours gets picked, you will get a free Ray sticker. Ooh, free Ray sticker, isn't that cool? All right, here's the deck list. You got double Veiler, 3 Max Cope, 3 Ash, 1 Ghost Bell, 3 Ray, 1 Rose, double Golem, 1 Hamp, 1 Nibiru, triple Upstart, 1 Rhoda, double Desires, double Gog, double Afterburners, double Triple Tides Talent, 1 Multi-Roll, double Cyclone, 1 Hornet Drone, 3 Auto Anchor, 1 Shark Cannon, 3 Linkage. Alright, extra deck I think is fairly standard. Double Red Ray, 3 Blue Ray, 3 Green Ray. Again, this can probably be cut down to 2, because the only reason why you would ever summon Green Ray at all is to send either Ray or Rose and then send another spell so you can get that 3 spell card bonus, right? So you can easily cut away one of these, 1 Yellow Ray, 1 Phoenix, double Zeke. I don't think most people do that. Probably most people only do 1. But I play very aggressive with my Widow Anchors, right? So there's that. 1 Dark, 1 Celine, 1 Access Code Talker. Alright. So the big changes, as you can see, is probably adding Lava Golem. Because in my, I guess, off stream or whatever you want to say, like just playing for fun. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh for fun. Like doing dailies, essentially. I found that hand traps are basically not enough, because you could probably need more than 1 aside from maybe Maxi, right? Because there's 2 ways you can go about it this format. When tournaments eventually come, then everybody's gonna switch to board breakers, and so to play around that, I guess then you play hand traps, because then everybody's not playing hand traps. You have hand traps, you know what I mean? So it's like a scale, if you will, right? It goes up, goes down, or teeter-totter. So for now, I think it's okay to play hand traps, but when tournament comes, again, probably better play Lava Golem, because like I said, in offline stream or just playing dailies, good players will probably play Triple Tags Talent and also call by and all, you know, cross out and stuff to combo off on you. And if you hit them with any hand trap, because everyone's playing, you know, Maxi, Ash and stuff, you put in 3 Triple Tags Talent, you're either gonna get like 2 more cards or rip a card out of your opponent's hand, right? Maybe you rip one of the key starter cards, you rip a board breaker or something like that, right? So confident players, I found, have been main decking Triple Tactics Talent if they're playing a combo deck, right? I really hope that doesn't catch on, but if it does, which I've experienced, you know, it's not worth it to play hand traps, because at that point, might as well just play like 3 Lava Golem. Again, you can probably take out maybe the Hamp, because if you're playing Lava Golem, the whole point of, like, you know, that is to get rid of 2 monsters, and for the most part, I feel like a lot of these combo decks probably end up on more than 1 monster, right? So, but then again, searchable Kaiju, always worth it in my opinion, especially if they end on like just like a single Abramax, right? Because this is a best of 1 format. You can't really ensure that you're gonna play Spright like every single time, as you'll see in the replays. But for the moment, I'm just main decking double Lava Golem. Again, this could probably be like another Veiler, maybe Imperm or something like that. But Triple Tags Talent, right? If you play against competent people, they will probably not matter about what hand traps you throw at them. And just Triple Tags Talent you, and then also hit you a call by, so you neg 1 and also neg another one, because they probably rip a card out of your hand, or they're very smart to draw 2 cards because it's basically pot of greed. So there's that. The other thing is probably Cyclones being added back in. I don't know, I might take that out for, say, either another Triple Attack Talent, right? Because honestly, I might be a mad lad and play 3 of them things, or the other option is obviously to switch these out for imperm, right? Because honestly, there's a part of me that probably thinks about taking out Veiler completely, taking out Celine. I'll put an X code, of course, because there's always a chance, right? And just putting in, like, I don't know, Unicorn and maybe IP Masquerena or either one of the other Charmers, right? Because I'm trying to play around Triple Tax Talent, because I have a feeling when tournament comes around and everyone playing board breakers, either that means this is going to go way down in favor because no one's playing handies, or it's going to be really, really popular because tournaments can play on your turn as well. So we'll see. I can see this easily coming into 3 in the futures, but that's not something we need to worry about right now. This is my deck list. We will see what happens in the future. All right, leave a comment down below what you think of this deck list. I don't know, it's like, you know, we'll see. I don't know about Lava Golem. Honestly, I've only done it like once. It was worth it, but you know, I only did it once, so we'll see about that. Now on to some fun gameplay. Hey YouTube, we're finally back. I have some more or less, I feel, interesting gameplay to talk about. Of course, again, if you're wondering, where have you been, Kevin? I'm trying to get decent gameplay, alright? Because of course, I could show like all my matches, but then not all of them are interesting. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have the out. Like for example, if someone sets 5 and then you just hit them with Lightning Storm. You know, what's there to really learn about that? So anyways, this is partially interesting, I feel like, at least. We got Ghost Belly, we got Rose, we got Shark Cannon, 1 multi-roll, and of course Linkage, which feels bad. We'd rather have Ray, of course, because we want to send Rose to graveyard as soon as possible, but you'll see why it probably doesn't matter. Anyways, we're going second. We're playing against Exosister. Feels bad. They bricked hardcore. Triple Tax Talent. So we're gonna activate multi-roll first. Why? Because if this manages to go off, then you know we can probably be okay with Linkage or anything. It's just baiting out stuff because we know for sure that they play Returnia. Returnia is like a on-field or graveyard banish immediately, right? And so we're seeing if they're gonna take the bait because maybe, you know, they banish my multi-roll or something like that, and then we're free to pop off from there. And at least don't have to worry about the banish because our only starter card really is Rose, or maybe the Linkage that'll get like our immediate you know, Link immediately gets banished. So, and again, you can't Ghost Spell it unless it targets, I guess, is banishes from graveyard. So we're gonna see what happens. They don't take the bait. We're gonna go Green Ray, and then they'll probably chain Returnia, which they do. Right. Again, the other option I could have done is say I summon Rose, but our Rose gets banished. That means our Linkage probably won't get, you know, free value. So I decided not to summon the Rose instead, because obviously I summon Rose. They say Returnia. They banish my Rose on summon probably, or they wait until I go and Green Ray to banish it. But then probably the better play is to banish your Rose immediately because I can't chain it unlike Ray or something like that, right? And then I can go Linkage, but again, we might lose on OTK potential. And it looks like they kind of bricked hardcore, so it's okay. Fortunately, Returnia is only once per turn, right? So that's a plus for us too. So main phase 2, you're gonna summon Rose, and then you go into Blu-ray. Just call it a day. If this is Imperm or Veilers, that's fine. We're gonna see. We can add in Gag. All good. We'll see what happens. You draw a card. Set in defense mode. So immediately that means, to me, these are probably not Exosisters, because if it was Exosister, you would have probably summoned, pop off, make their big girl Exosister, right, and then try to kill me or something like that. So to me, again, these are probably, I don't know, spells or dead cards, like I want to say board breakers, right? Because I know some Exosister lists they decide to play board breakers, so it could be evenly matched, lightning storms, etc., etc., right? So they set another one, again, probably a Returnia and or maybe it's Vadis, maybe it's Imperm, right? Those are the cards I usually think about when Exosister, because it's very similar to Sky Striker. Oh, we have the out, but it's very similar to Sky Striker, except I want to say it's like, you know, bad. It's kind of like Math Mech. People say it's like the Math Mech problem. Okay, so they're gonna banish our Rosie O'Donnell. We don't want that to happen. Hopefully this isn't a call by, but it looks like it isn't. That I guess negated, right? We can block this. We can send. Now you're probably wondering, Kevin, why don't you send Ray? Remember, Exosister, they get bonus effects if anything moves out from the graveyard from your opponent, right? So let's say one of our monsters gets bopped, we have to get Ray out, right? But if we do that, they're gonna be able to get, let's say, the main Exosister, right? The one that banishes. I forget her name. Excuse me. I should have it, because I mean I have this in real life, so Harden the long. So not Magnifica, but Michaelis. Yes, Michaelis. Sorry, I do have the actual cards. See, Michaelis, right? So they're going to summon Michaelis. They banish on multi-roll. That's bad news, bears. We don't want that to happen, right? And they also get bonus effects, so you don't want that to happen. So it's fine if you don't send like Ray, right? You just play around it, kind of like Runic. You don't do anything. You don't send anything. They can't pop your stuff. You can't do anything because they're like a reactive deck, right? So we're going to search our multi-roll. We're going to go into Red Ray to add back our Ngog. We'll see if it gets negated by Imperm or something. It does not. So I'm like, alright. They probably have board breakers. We'll overextend, but not hardcore overextend, you know what I mean? So that's why I search for Ray, just in case, because we know. I absolutely know. We're just going to set that, and then we'll set another card, just in case, right? If they don't have evenly matched or something. So we're going to search another linkage. Again, I don't set the engage, just in case, right? Because you want to double dip with linkers. Let's say we go into Red Ray. They're going to cross out, sure. Now I did this completely for fun, right? Even if I max C, it still gets negated until the end of this turn, right? So yeah, it should be that way, if I remember correctly from Rulix. I just did that for fun. There's no way, I mean, this is basically linkage OTK time. So they're going to battle phase like I predicted, probably evenly matched, that's fine. Banish everything. Kevin, why did you banish those cards in particular? Because remember, they're down to 2 cards. Exosister needs more than 1 card to pop off. Especially, let's say, Martha, right? Somehow, if they have Martha, they'll summon it. We'll wait until they make the X seed. We chain Widow, Anchor Steel. They pass turn. We summon Ray, and we bop, and we go win from there. That's it. So they just pass turn because they have nothing. So these are probably spells and or more evenly matches. Draw Max Cope. That's hilarious. Summon Ray, and then this is basically OTK range. There you go. So it feels bad. I mean, they kind of brick, right? But Exosister, that's kind of like their problem. Will it be good when tournaments come? Probably, yeah, because a lot of stuff happened in the graveyard. But again, you need like Martha or like Stella and like another card, right? So it's hard to do anything if you need another card. So tough. Oh well, sorry, Exosister guy. On to the next one. Hey, we're back. I'll probably gotta. I mean, would you guys rather I go like quicker on them, or would you rather have in-depth explanations? I feel like in-depth explanations is more useful, right? Because like, you know, if I just show you the gameplay, it doesn't tell you the thinking process behind it. That's how you get good at a children's card game, or in particular Skystriker, right? So Veiler, we got Max Scope, we got Ash, we got Upstart, we got Linkage. So this is basically as close as you can get the God Hand, so long as they don't have like triple attack as talent, which honestly I think a lot of combo decks should probably switch forward to, which I'm not looking forward to, right? That's kind of suck. So swap prog, just let them pop off. It looks like we're playing against Spright, right? Just let them pop off, it's all good. So swap prog, he's gonna send another swap prog, that's fine. Ronin Tonin, banish. We're gonna chain Max Cope. Let's see if they have Ash and or cross out and or call by. They don't, so they're gonna take the challenge. That's fine. Pass turn again. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, right? This card, a lot of decks I feel, don't be afraid of it, right? To me, if you give more than like, let's say 3 cards, that's probably a terrible play on your part. But you gotta have, I feel, more than this, right? This is easily like breakable. For example, let's say if they go into, I don't know, Gigantic Spright, right? Which again would have been Ash, but then that means I have 1 card less, and they effectively have a Spright on field. Maybe they can do something with that, right? But you have to play into it because they don't know what I have in my hand. You know what I mean? Because if I were in their position and say they have another card, I at least would try to make like a okay-ish board, you know what I mean? Because if you have to play through hand traps, that means there's less cards for me drawing off Maxi anyways. So technically, like, I don't gain any advantage, if you will, right? Because I still have the same amount of cards in my hand. But I don't know. In my opinion, Maxi, you just gotta sometimes play through it, right? It's okay to give your opponent like 2 or 3 cards. 3 is the max, I feel. 3 is maximum, but like, you gotta make a pretty decent end board. Otherwise, this guy's probably screwed, as we can see, right? If we draw another Maxi, hilarious, very skillful. Upstart, let's see what we get. Ray, feels bad. So just pop off and stuff, we'll see what happens. Pop Ronin Tonin, summon Ray, they chain Max Cope to us. Now, I do have the option of chaining Ash, right? But the reason why I don't do that is, again, I don't think I can kill them. There's no reason to waste our Ash on this, because then we can stop their, say, Gigantic Spright or any other pop-off plays. Because remember, Spright and stuff like that, they can pop off on 1 card. So probably need more hand traps than just like 1. So that's why. That's fine, we just pass turn. Make them -1, right? And again, you never want to chain Maxi to like a normal summon Ray, which I don't know why they did that. So we're just gonna enter battle phase, boop it, right? If it does, set a card, end phase, attempt to search. We'll see. Now, Kevin, the other play I could have done is say instead of searching Engag, I could have searched for Shark Cannon, right, to banish their Ronintonin so they can't have another, you know, level 2 or something to summon Gigantic Spright and our Spright Elf and stuff. But again, we have, you know, the God card in our hand, and Ash and Veiler, and it looks like it isn't called by. This is probably, you know, Sprite Smashers or some stupid like spell card, right? Because it's not imperm. Obviously, it was imperm. Probably would have negated it down to 1 card, so we'll see, right? It's not Cyclone because the God would have activated it. So let's see to draw a card. It just passed turn. That's fine. We're gonna linkage and get greedy. Remember that you can resummon it. So we're gonna see what we got. We draw another Engag. We have double Engag. There's basically no way for them to come back unless they got God hand. So we draw Desires. Obviously, you Engag first. We're gonna search for linkage. We're gonna try to kill them with OTK, right? Draw Cyclone. Hilarious. Shotgun it, right? Which one do you shotgun or hit? Well, you don't hit this card because this card wasn't activated when we attacked them with Swap Prog. Remember, we attacked the Swap Prog with this, so we know it's not Droplet, blah blah blah. That would have been activated. So this card, we hit this card because there's no reason to be afraid of this card at the moment, right? So that's why you hit that one, and it was called by. That's fine. See, if only they had it the turn earlier, huh? Feels bad. But that's fine. Unfortunately, I don't think we can kill them because we need to somehow send Ray and Rose to the graveyard, right? To be fair, I could summon, let's say, or add Ray to hand. Ray goes to grave, make Zeke, right? Zeke until Green Ray send Rose, and then do all that stuff. That's possible. I probably would have killed him, but then I would have been short by 300 life points, I think. So, yeah, that's why. Maybe. Unless I'm dumb. Do we have more than 3 spells? Maybe it would have been enough. Oh well, we had game. Probably. Right? We had game. But again, there's no reason to do anything stupid, right? So, there you go. Just bop it. You're gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter. Send Ray. So yeah, I could have done that, you know, you never know. Maybe it's Treacherous Trap Hole, right? Something stupid like that. You never know. We're in an advantageous position. We're gonna kill them, if not this turn, the next turn, but maybe that was game. Maybe this is actually a Gores. Maybe this is actually a Battle Fader in hand. Right? Maybe. We're gonna search like 50 cards. We're just gonna banish the Ronintonin at this point. So we ensure they have basically no starter card, and we have Lava Golem for in case they somehow make a full board. So we're gonna pass turn. Let's see what happens. And he just quit. Oh well. On to the next one, which is kind of sad, right? You'll see. Hey, we return. This is one of the last one for today. So, as you can see, the hand's not great either. Right? I think it's appropriate to show losses, especially so I can show that I'm human, right? I make mistakes too. My mom says I'm really good at striker, but even sometimes, man, this is like the biggest choke I ever had in my life. 40 cards, you love to see it. Shout out DB Grinder, Karibo. We draw Ray, we draw Hamp, we draw a double Widow Anchor, 1 linkage. No handy, which is kind of bad, so we'll see. And it's gonna be Sword Soul. Good old Sword Soul, they're just gonna pop off. Thank God they don't have Halka Fabric. Otherwise, I would have been able to just pop off, make a giant board, and we have nothing. Mo Yi, very skilled. Show Long One, all the time. In the meantime, while they pop off, I guess I'll discuss some card decisions that I've seen. Some people wonder, like, why do you play Hamp? The reason why I play Hamp in the best of 1F format, because it's enough to search, right? You don't have, obviously I don't play this in main deck in real life, because you can side, but in a best of 1F format, it's very hard to like out certain problematic cards, like say, I don't know, Abramax, right? That's probably a big one that a lot of people get annoyed with. Maybe the Adagnister, that's another annoying one, right? So sometimes people will say it's really easy to summon Axico, dude. Just have Veiler, just have this, and that all in your hand. Like very situational things, you know what I mean? But most of the time when they make a big boss monster, they're going to do it on turn 1, right? So you have to be able to set up all of that and somehow out that one card with your game ender card. You know what I mean? Oh, they even have Brotus, so get skilled. Call Dark. Let's see what we draw. Draw into Ray. Hooray! Sometimes the game, you know, you win some, you lose some, man. You win some, you lose some. Obviously, we benefited off Maxi, so now it's time for us to pay the dividends. All right, we got to deal with a Grandmaster Chixao that negates effects. This one, basically, if this negates something, something gets banished, they're going to banish a card on field and grave. This means I can't special summon my Rave or my Hamp, so feels bad. Tenyi does nothing. Adamant's Risen can negate a spell and trap if they have a water and grave, which at the moment they do not. And the set card, probably Blackout or something like that, right? And then mystery card in hand, unless they added something that I didn't pay attention. So anyways, we got to deal with 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 interactions, right? Leave a comment down below of how you would out this board, which I almost did, right? I just I really did try, but the timer was going down. It was like, oh my god, it seems impossible. But anyways, let's see what happens. So main phase uno, we're gonna Widow Anchor immediately. Why do you Widow Anchor that one, Kevin? Why? Because remember, if we summon Ray, let's say we summon Ray, go to Green Ray, this thing gets negated. They still have to banish something as cost, if you will, right? And then that means Sword Soul Supreme, that's going to negate something. And then sure, we could chain our other Widow Anchor to negate both of them at the same time. But if we do that, then that means we probably get popped by the Blackout, because remember, you have 2 cards on field at the same time, like your Link Sky Striker and then Widow Anchor at the same time. If they pop both of that and you have Rain Grave, RIP, right? So we got to play around Blackout by only having 1 card in the field at the time. So that's also why I didn't just summon Ray and go into Link and then just negate with that stuff, because again, if they're smart, they could probably just pop up with that. That's why we're going to preemptively do that, because now if they negate, that's fine. Another option, Kevin, is you're wondering, Kevin, why did you not go into Green Ray? So you attack that, maybe send Rose. Remember, this is still live. Sure, I could have probably negated that when it happens, but again, double cards, we get hit with Blackout, we lose, GG, easy. So we're trying to play around that, right? So now we can go to Green Ray. We'll see what happens. Boop. We're going to be very greedy, and we have to send Engage at least, right? The main phase DOS. We're going to go on Red Ray. We'll see if we have a hand trap. Because remember, we can dodge their Veiler and or Imperm, because it targets with a Linkish. Maybe we'll go into Yellow Ray and or Blue Ray if we have to. But we're probably going to go into another Yellow Ray if they hit this with something. So let's see. We're going to add back Engag. You're going to chain Chixao. That's fine. Like we predicted. Now you have 2 options. You can either chain Widow Anchor or you can chain Linkage. I choose to chain Linkage, right? Because we want to save this from maybe stealing like one of these things, right? Which is probably the better play, but I was too dumb, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Choke. It's my fault. So we're going to add this back. So now we're about to have 3 engrave, right? So now unfortunately we have draw that, right? Now, the ideal play, Kevin, you stupid, is that I probably should have just popped this card, right? And then destroyed also their Blackout, and now we can play around, we can play more than 2 cards, right? So the ideal play, after I saw the replay, was I should have popped probably this one, Risen with the Afterburners, which will pop their back row, right? Now, to be fair, they also could have just chained immediately like Blackout, but I think they're just being dumb. They didn't risk losing their monster or something like that. But the ideal players should have popped this, popped that, right? And then probably steal Protoss and or Grandmaster. Probably steal that, link him off, and then make Zeke. Zeke will banish this for 1 turn. And then we go into Blue Ray. They're down to 1 card. Maybe we have a chance to win, right? So that probably would have been the way better play. But I'm stupid. I popped this, and this happened to be a water. I think if I even targeted this one, that still would have been like a benefit for us, but I was dumb. I'm sorry. I was too tunnel vision, because I was like, oh, we got to get rid of that card no matter what. So now, because they have a water in the field, they can just negate me with Widow Anchor, and I'm very dumb. And we just lost the game. So that's why. I'm sorry. Sorry. So sad and depressing. I know. You're not that great with Sky Striker, Kevin. You're a fraud. But what can you do, you know? We had a chance, obviously. So I should have just stolen that, or that one, right? One of these 2, and then banish one of the others for like another turn or something like that, right? Could have done that. Oh well. Very, very no bueno. So feels bad. And then to be fair, like even if I did banish something, I think they still would have had another one on field at the same time. So I'm like, all right, don't get tilted, Kevin. Just try to, you know, salvage this turn, but it doesn't matter. You just negate it, or you just have Protoss, right? Play Dark Sword and get Ray. They even top deck a Ecclesia, so it doesn't matter. So it's gonna get tight and then banish something. Summon that's gonna pop off, but then they just negate it with Grandmaster and just kill me. So feels bad, Kevin. Just get good. Get good. Get good. Would have mattered? I don't know. Maybe we could have lived, but again, they had they got the lady. They got Lady Ecclesia, you know what I mean? So there's no way I could banish both of them or get rid of both of these monsters at the same time, because we had to get rid of let's say we get Risen. I steal the Risen, right? And then link off, make link Hamp banishes one of the others. So say I banish this one, they just call, you know, Water or something, kill all my monsters. Or say I steal this one, they just negate my resummon you know, Grandmaster or whatever. So yeah, they could should resummon, like, you know, the Chengying. They just would have shuffled it back. I think I was screwed no matter what, you know. That's my wishful thinking. Anyways, this is way too long for a loss, but you know, sometimes you just screwed. That's okay. That's how they get you to play this game over and over. Oh well. Alright, now we'll do viewer replay. Hey, we're back to today's viewer replay. Again, thank you for your submission. So, thank you to Tiz for sending your replay to me. Please check your email if you haven't already to get more information on how to receive your free Ray sticker. And of course, as I always say, fill out the form in the description or in the comment, and then if your replay gets picked, you will receive a free Ray sticker. Put it wherever you want. Put it on your water bottle, put it on your laptop, and then people will say, haha, what's up with that smug anime girl? Alright, let's see what we got. We got Valor, we got Max Cope, we got Rosie, we got Rhoda, and Widow Anchor. Also, every time you got Maxi in your hand, that's God hand. You basically win. No, I'm kidding, not really, but Darkness, we're gonna chain Max Cope. Personally, I would have waited, but you know, if they have the Ash, then it doesn't matter, right? Let's see, is it branded? Thunder Dragons. Oh, well, if they make Thunder Dragon Colossus first, it wouldn't matter. Allure Uno Mas? Wow. It's wild. Another Kaiju. So I'm assuming this is going, maybe going second variant? I don't know. Or maybe it's just very smart. See if they take the challenge. Fusion. Hugo Shokan. They're gonna go into Titan. Okay. Sure. Draw a card. Let's see the pass turn. Set 2. Alright, personally, I mean, it wouldn't matter because you have Widow Anchor, but if I was playing Thunder Dragon, I think the better option is always to send or summon the Mistake on wheels. Unless you have, I guess, a quick play Thunder Dragon in your hand, which I assume they do. Otherwise, why would you ever summon Thunder Dragon of, you know, Titan or whatever instead of Thunder Dragon Colossus, which is the better one. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss TOS format a lot, like TOS format, but we'll see what you decide to do. Cheers. Oh, we draw Ghost Spell. Oh my god. So see Rhoda, see they have Ash. Now Ash, ask for Ray. We draw to Thunder Dragon Titan, sure. I don't know if you did that on purpose. I'm assuming you did because that means that you'll have 2 spells engraved. Maybe you go into Green Ray, send another one steal, and then link it off or something like that, right? I'm assuming that's what you would do. Now, to be fair, the other option you could have done as well is to, I guess, special summon Rose, right? Rose can maybe banish this for a turn as well. And then maybe you don't have to use your afterburners, and then maybe you'll set up anyways, right? And then you're going to pop additional back row. But I get it. Maybe you're playing around, I don't know, Maxi, or maybe you're trying to play around. What else? I don't know. Treacherous Trap Hole. What other garbages? I mean, really skilled cards can you play that they play in here? Maybe Skill Drain? I don't know. Is this pure Thunder Dragons? It looks, well, I don't think it is because it's like over 40 cards. But yeah, that was another option I think you could have done too, right? But you know, hey, you get the W, doesn't matter. See what we send. I'm gonna be greedy. Oh, we send Ares 0, sure. Now we can steal, yep. They're gonna chain call by, sure. That's fine too for some reason. Oh, we got the Ghost Spell, all skill. The Ghost Spell is gonna be, oh my god, Droplet. Okay, I mean that's fine, right? That's fine. I mean they're down to like nothing, so. Oh, wait, hold on. attack, 15, boop boop boop, send, chain, ray, ghost spell. What? Wait, what? This is confused. Sorry, my brain is processing this. Wait, they had droplet? I was like, did you attack? You did attack. Attack for 15. Activate effect. Chain Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor with Steel Titan. You chain. The other guy chains Call By to negate. I guess to banish Ray for no reason. Even though you weren't gonna pop anything. Wait. If he had Call By the whole time, why didn't he? Well, I guess you only drew one card, right? Did you? Okay, sorry. This is so stupid. Like, no wonder you're telling me that to look at this. My brain using all 200 IQ of it. Sorry, to understand what happened. So wait, you drew a card off Afterburners because of max cope. They obviously had to Call By because they said it. Why didn't they just Call By your max cope and then you just pop off anyways? Right? Because then I'm assuming the board probably would have been maybe a lot better, or maybe they just bricked hardcore. Maybe they bricked hardcore. I don't know. I'm sorry. So we're gonna search for Ngag. At this point, they probably have nothing. I don't think they have a Thunder Dragon in hand, obviously, because then they probably would have used Thunder Dragon Titan's effect, right? So they're gonna add Dragon Dark. So whatever. Dragon Dark. Can add another Dragon Dark. Alright, because that happened. White Dragon, Wyvern Buster. Strike a Dragon. You can Veiler that, I guess. And then, or not. That's another option too. Right. Wait. Did he just not play Boot Sector Launch? Like what? I'm assuming this is only a name for Link then. Usually people always try to add Boot Sector Launch. Okay, Tribute Summon. Going to Thunder Dragon Colossus? Okay, sure. No big deal. Battle. Ray, not negated with Call By. Chain. Blue Ray, very good. Well, you can't search because of this, but you, I mean, you kind of, like I said with the Hamp thing, right? That was another, I think, line of play you could have done, but you never would have predicted this, right? They're down on one card. They somehow make two of these things, right? Yeah, I don't blame you. But you still have an out. Oh, you you out anyways. Doesn't matter. That's hilarious. Or you could have had the out anyways with like making Hamp vanishes for a turn, and then maybe search good old linkage, and then you probably at that point could probably OTK them, right? So that's hilarious. Never mind, says. Very skilled. There you go. Z can banish this, and at this point you probably have game. Unless you normal summon the Ray. You didn't? No, you didn't. Oh, Red Ray, sure. Red Ray, add back another Ngag, right? Ngag go into linkage. Or not? Sure. Oh, you couldn't. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but you can't summon Thunder Dragon Colossus because it must be either fusion summon or special summon during the turn. So that's the only way you can summon it. So you can't like resummon it. I'm assuming maybe that was a mistake on your part, but that's fine. But I think you had Gam if you summon, let's say summon Rose. Rose would send off through Zeke's effect. Zeke's effect will be 25. Search for linkage. Linkage goes activate into, let's say Red Ray. Red Ray, boop boop, add back linkage, boom boom. And that's probably Gam, right? I assume. So that's okay. Sorry, we're learning, gang. It's my fault. I mean, I played the Thunder Dragon like matchup so much during toss format, so I was like, I know the ins and outs, you know. I know the outs. They're gonna have normal Thunder Dragon, sure. Remember when those were like $5 a pop? That was crazy, like a common or the ultra rare from the Kaiba set. Remember when that happened? When like they announced the first Ash reprint and it's like the Seto Kaiba thing, and it turned out to be impossible to get. I remember that. I'm glad. Oh, you drew the out. So at this point, it's absolutely game, right? RB's bad, those it feels bad. Don't ever set cards like that. There's no reason to do that. Right? Why? Bait? Bait for what? Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You don't got linkage? wish I could see that. Sorry, Tiz. Not playing Linkage, dude? Is this before Linkage came out? I don't think so, right? Because I think this is a fairly new card, right? Isn't it? I don't know, I think you had Gam. Unless you only play one Zeke. Hita. Oh, it is. Okay, sorry. It is way back when. Remember Crystal on Hacker Fabrics? Oh, so I'm dumb. Well, I mean, okay, to be fair, I think it wasn't Gam yet, but I think you still would have had Gam if you summoned your Veiler, right? Veiler Hacker Fabrics. And then go into this, and then that makes this, and then it goes pop up from that. Because I mean, they basically had nothing. I guess you're trying to play around the Nibiru, right? Sure. Or are you trying to BM them and just have a double? Well, I think Widowmaker goes with 2 at the point, right? So I think, right? Oh, Chain Veiler, I guess. Sure. Veilerino. No, I think they're out of bullets essentially, right? Thunder Dragon cards. There's not even quick effects. Make another one. Colossus, sure. Battle phase. Go into Yellow Ray. Yellow Ray negate one of them at least. Side destroy that one. That's fine. Sure. So we got all my. Well, it's not an out technically, but you just go Green Ray and that's it, right? Yeah. Unless they have a bullet, but they don't. So, wow, Tiz. Oh my God. Flashback before Linkage existed, of course, but that was extremely confusing on the other person's part. Yes, very confusing. A lot to my brain to process. So this is a true toss matchup, right? Haha. Anyways, Tiz, please look for your email if you haven't already. So I can send you your race sticker. And of course, like I always say, you got some replays to send me. And if yours gets picked, please take these race stickers off my hands. I literally have too many of them. Alright, thank you very much. See you guys around. Bye. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and support me, please.